Hey everybody, this is Lloyd Irvin. Everybody's been beating me down trying to figure out about this, all this sponsorship thing I'm talking about, the six-figure sponsorship, the first ever in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu history. And a lot of people ask me, who is the sponsor? Who's the sponsor? But before I introduce you to the sponsor, this guy over here, I want to tell you, like I said, from the very beginning when I first got into mixed martial arts and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, came from a football background and friends in the NBA, NFL. Once I came to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, it was such an amateur sport. Like everything was. It was just like I'm coming from a place where in football you get an injury, you immediately go over to the physical trainer's office. If you have another injury, you get an ultrasound, you get a massage. You get all this stuff right away. Because at that level, you're trying to get back into the game. You play every Saturday, so you get injured Monday or Saturday in the game. Sunday you're in the trainer's office. Monday, Tuesday, next Saturday you have to be back on the field. And just from you have trainers, you have strength and conditioning coaches, you have people that work on your flexibility, you have professionals in every area of the sport. Where I came in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you had the Jiu-Jitsu instructor doing the strength and conditioning, you had the Jiu-Jitsu instructor doing the flexibility, the Jiu-Jitsu instructor doing the workouts, and they weren't experts in it. So I always brought in experts into our program and so forth. So this is no different. Last few years, you always see me trying to get sponsorship. I actually have a course how to get sponsorships for athletes, for grapplers, mixed martial artists. But I'm always trying to get sponsors. I'm always trying to do this because this is your athlete's need. So with all that being said, I want to introduce you to our newest sponsor, our biggest sponsor ever, and let him introduce himself to you and tell you exactly what he's doing for our team and program. So with that being said, Dr. Rosa.
Hi, I'm Dr. Rosa. The company I have is called Recovery Doc, and what we're trying to do with my company is basically look at all the different areas of recovery with Master Lloyd's athletes and maximize that potential. All those physical changes that occur when you're not training. Even if it's not an injury we're talking about. So what we want to do is decrease that time between workouts or get the maximum recovery so that the next time you train that much harder. That's the basic principle of what we do. We
the motto says, recover faster, train harder.
That's right. That's what we're trying to do. So we did a bunch of tests today. We're going to evaluate, get a lot of data collected on the athletes. It was a very comprehensive, long day, but all the guys did a great job. And what we're going to be able to do is analyze any weaknesses that they may have, asymmetries and movement patterns, any physiological things that might come up. We'll address every issue so that these athletes will have no weaknesses. We'll have greater strength and flexibility than any other athlete. And we can give all this information, and I can monitor the athletes and hand it to all the experts and talk to the strength and conditioning coach and say, this particular person's rotator cuff isn't exactly where it needs to be. We need to add this segment and take these exercises out and to fix this athlete. And it's all about getting them back stronger and faster so we can compete at a much higher level. And as far as picking a sponsor, this was a natural, easy selection because I know that Master Lloyd's athletes are the best, and frankly, we only really want to work with the best of the best. And this was an easy choice for me to make. And I also know that the athletes are 100% committed. They will do everything we say to maximize their benefit. And I'm really looking forward to this first year and hopefully many years working with Master Lloyd and getting these medal chasers to basically take all the medals that are waiting for them at any event that they come to. And I fully expect to add an extra %, which can make a huge difference, and give data to Master Lloyd and information and put it into his hands where he can have even greater effect on these athletes, quicken time that he's having these athletes learn the information that they need to learn. There's so many facets to it that it would take a long time to explain, but we're looking forward to it. I think bringing the science into the sport, similar to what happens in boxing, same kind of issues, it's going to be a great advantage, and it's going to be even greater. We consult with professional teams in football and basketball. The margin that we can contribute, because there are a lot of experts already available to them, is smaller, and they're still chomping at the bit to get this information. This is even different. I mean, you're going from the ground level, not here, but at certain places. I'm sure that's where they would be. Just like you said, the jiu-jitsu instructor does everything. So this is going to take Master Lloyd's team to a new level, and I can't wait for the results to come over the next year.
And we're also, I'm going to be helping his company with some marketing and so forth, so we'll have different websites for you to see. You're going to be doing something where people can do stuff from a distance also at some point? I
think so, yeah. We also partnered up with a company called RestWise. That's another part of the sponsorship where we actually monitor your recovery. What that enables us to do is monitor athletes all over. You might not have the money to fly everyone out, your team, to have me evaluate them, or fly my team out to yours to do a full comprehensive evaluation. But you might want an aspect like just the recovery. Well, some of the data points are online. They can be logged in on RestWise, and then you have a device called a pulse oximeter, which measures your oxygen concentration and your pulse rate every morning. That, combined with the other data points, gives me information as to how you're recovering, and we can give that information back to the trainer, to the jiu-jitsu instructor, and saying this guy's close to overtraining, he's not recovering properly. And that's one aspect of what we're doing. We're also looking into possibly having some training programs available or online, or seminars to have some of this information be taught to the instructors. So they might not be able to go to the depth that we're going to go here, but they can get some of this information and start the process where they'll gain greater information on their athletes. So some of it being online will make it a lot easier for them to do it, whether you're in Texas or wherever.
I know one thing is very important to understand is that, like, at our school we have a hard work beats talent. When talent refuses to work hard, we work hard, and a lot of other gyms throughout the country work hard also. And sometimes you see the level of play of their athletes go down because what's happening, most of people are really kind of guessing. You push your guys hard, your guy gets sick, or you push the guy hard and you say he's sore, but you gotta work through it. But without like proper blood work to see cortisol levels and knowing exactly where you're at, like the person could be overtrained, pushing into it and come to world championships, you wonder why they did so bad.
Exactly.
That happens, right?
Yeah, that happens all the time. We see it all the time. There's a lot of athletes that are pushed beyond that limit, and that's what we want to be able to hand you and give you that information to know. In what area, is it in? Is it a psychological component that is increasing his cortisol to testosterone ratio? Is it a physiological thing? Is he not training too much? So that's the basic idea. Okay,
well, like I said, I wanted to introduce you to the guy. We're going to have lots more video out here, tell you some more things we're doing, but like I said, I wanted to introduce you to Dr. Rosa and recoverydoc.com, okay? Peace. Yeah, we're here Saturday morning. Our new sponsor came out. We're going to test the guys, different protocols, get the first phase of the new sponsorship package going on. So these the guys bring some of the equipment back.
Yeah, you still need a rest though. Good. Shit. The only one I'm worried about is this dark.
Hi, I'm Dr. Andolina, here to help all you guys out and get everything taken care of and help specialize in recovery for you. So today we're doing a little bit of foot level scanning. So checking the different type of foot, and everything starts from the feet. So we're going from the feet up. We'll be looking the way everybody's, going to be able to stand on the mat. From there up, we'll be able to check all the body systems and incorporate the way everybody's biomechanics work. And again, start from the feet up.
All right, hi, how you doing? I'm Dr. Josh Brooks, and we're here. We're doing dartfish biomechanical motion analysis.
Sweet. What exactly is dartfish motion analysis?
So what we're going to do with this is it's a video camera. So we're going to have the athletes perform different movements, and with the camera and the software, we can actually break it down, measure different angles, and we can help with prevent injury and also help treat injury because we can actually break it down down and see what's
This is
going on.
Dartfish. This is a video motion analysis software that we use. There's a lot of different applications. Right now we're using it to do movement assessments where what we're going to evaluate is movement patterns. We're going to make sure every athlete has proper motion. If there's any weaknesses, we'll be able to document it, and then with the software we're able to break it down even further. We're able to tag it, draw lines on it, and it's all very consistent, reproducible, so that we can then go back after we put some additional things in their training program and see how far they've come, how they've improved, eliminate any weaknesses that the athlete might have, so that in competition those weaknesses will not be present, they will not injure themselves in training or in competition, outside of injuries that you can't control. So that's what we're doing. We're playing markers. And this is just one way, one application of how we're going to use this video motion to evaluate the athlete. Okay, so this is called foot levelers. It's a type of scanner that we're using to evaluate the athlete's feet. So any outside training that they might be doing, like running, etc., we're going to evaluate for pronation, supination. We want to know how their arch is moving, how they're not moving. So we're assessing it statically. We're also doing dynamic assessments here as well. All this data is getting logged in online, so that we're going to have a continuous amount of data on every one of these tests that we can then go back to and have some reference points. So what we want to do is test, get baselines, train, and then see how much we can improve. So right now we're scanning foot, and pretty soon on here you'll see a color image of the athlete's foot.
Alright, so look straight ahead for me.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ekta Airy, and we're here doing measurements on all the great athletes. I'm doing spirometry, the vital capacity, and the weight, BMI, all that.
And then turn around for me. And then you have falling of the Achilles, and because the rest of it will be vet from there, okay? And if they have sneakers, look at the wear pattern.